Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Danny.
And I'm Haley, and today we are going to be talking about the new pyramid scheme, Des Alpes out of Montreal, and why we think it's a scam. Now that Danny and I have been looking a lot into MLM content, it's almost like the content wants to find us, and they must see something in Danny that they think that she would be a good person to recruit, because this is now the second pyramid scheme where somebody has actually reached out to her over social media and said, "Hey, you should join this. It sounds amazing." So, Danny, why don't you tell us how now you're getting recruited into Des Alpes?
I'm not sure what the MLM Huns see in me, and they clearly don't take the time to research into those that they are sending cold messages to. It's not very hard to see that I mostly post about anti-MLM content. And yet I get a message on Facebook asking me to join their opportunity, and I started to look into it to see if this company needed to be exposed. And surprise, surprise, it's another pyramid scheme. Haley and I immediately went into detective mode, and we are going to show you all the red flags that we uncovered.
What Danny and I have noticed the deeper we get into the anti MLM world is there is definitely a spectrum of how crazy these pyramid schemes are. On the one end, you have pyramid schemes like Vibe that those are pretty extreme. It's pretty obvious that that's a scam. A lot of people even end up not really feeling bad for people that get sucked into those scams because the messaging is so obvious that something is off. And then you look at a pyramid scheme like Des Alpes, they are a lot more professional. The ads that they're using, that they're making are more professional. The people that are running the meetings, they sound more professional. They're not making a lot of these crazy claims. They're not saying that they have a direct line with God. And because of this, it actually makes it a lot more difficult for people to realize that this is a scam because the manipulation tactics and the things that they are doing are a lot more subtle. So it's easy to see why somebody would maybe invest more time and maybe even more money into a scam like this because the people are doing a really good job of making this seem like it's a legitimate business.
Haley and I are going to break down the training video for Des Alpes that we attended recently. We're going to point out all the red flags that we heard. There is an insanely complicated compensation plan. There's no products. There's insane startup fees. There's a matrix, and the payment system's not working. Let's dive into it.
The first red flag we are going to be talking about is the use of acronyms. You're probably thinking, what does an acronym have to do with an MLM? This is actually a very common tactic. MLMs use acronyms because they make everything sound sleek, professional, exclusive, and easy to remember. But really, they're just making things more complicated than they are. So you don't start questioning what's going on. If you don't know the lingo, you start to feel like an outsider. But once you start using it, you feel like you're in something big.
Premise is built on grace, on generosity. You're going to find out that we have worked on with the team in the background. Probably one of the most generous compound out there. Okay, respect. Right now, we're giving you as much respect as possible. We're working hard in the background. What we're doing right now, we are working for the community. Okay, that's the only reason we're here. And the authenticity, well, we want to give you as much as information and as possible. Okay, to be consistent. The consistency, not only just giving you the information, but also what the future that we are, the vision of the company and the consistency we want to bring in the future for have a wonderful business and the engagement. We are fully engaged. We're working right now, all of us, I would say 13, 14, 15 hours a day to make sure that everything gets in order, supporting people and everything else. Okay, so we're really working hard.
One of the big red flags to me is that the presenter may not know what the definitions of these values are. Authenticity doesn't mean giving all the information, it means giving information that's genuine and factual. I got a good chuckle out of that one. This acronym really hits people in the feels because it's words that are values that we can relate to. Many of us in our cultures, in our family, in our upbringing, these are the kinds of values that are being instilled in the community members, our children.
The other issue that I have with the values that they're using is that they are using buzzwords to manipulate people. Generosity, MLMs will often market themselves as generous. They'll want to tell you that you can have financial freedom and that there's endless rewards. But the reality is the generosity only flows upwards to the 1%. Well, most of the recruits barely break even or lose money. They preach respect, but only if you stay in line. The moment you question the business, you're met with gaslighting, guilt tripping, or outright hostility. Now, the leader of this pyramid scheme does a pretty good job. They actually do answer questions and have question periods, and they're more open to receiving questions, but they never really give you a straight answer. And it all revolves around talking about the same thing, and it all goes back to recruiting. And like Danielle said, he also doesn't have the right definition for authenticity. And MLM reps are coached to appear authentic while following scripts, faking enthusiasm, and only showing the highlighted reel of their success. They push consistency as the key to success, but in MLMs, that really means keep recruiting and spending no matter what, because if you stop, you'll fail. And MLMs thrive on constant engagement. That means posting, messaging, and networking 24/7, but it's less about connection and more about maintaining the illusion of success. When MLMs package these buzzwords into an acronym, it's not about being ethical, it's not about being authentic. It's about manipulation dressed up as motivation so that you will continue to recruit more people and continue to sell, in this case, a non existent product.
The opportunity, this is an international opportunity with physical and digital products, okay, sold worldwide, and you have nothing to sell here. We're not selling any lotions or potions. We're simply going to do through a practice, a daily practice. Many will seize this business model as it will sustain itself through actions that can never be stopped. When can you stop daily shopping? Absolutely never. We always need something in our daily lives. Okay. So the whole premise of this model will be built on daily shopping. Simply follow the natural process and observe your income grow organically and exponentially in time as you are part of the program and you develop with us and build a network together.
One of the first red flags I see immediately is when it says you have nothing to sell. So they're trying to tell you that this is a good thing. It's going to make it easier for you to make money because you don't actually have to sell anything. But that's actually a problem because that means that your income is going to be based on recruitment. That is how you're going to make your money. So they're framing it in a way as like, we have this product, which they don't because you have nothing to sell and you can make a lot of money following their system to do this daily shopping. But there's a problem when there's nothing for you to sell.
And they have a contradiction in that first sentence. This is an international opportunity with physical and digital products sold worldwide. And then they get into, well, you have nothing to sell. Make that make sense.
And you'll see when we go over the comp plan is that you are required to make one purchase every month. So you don't have anything to sell, but they do allegedly have these digital and physical products that you can buy that you're required to buy, but they're saying that you have nothing to sell and they're not telling you what those products are. So they're saying you don't have anything to sell, but you kind of do because people are going to be doing these daily shopping activities and they're going to have to buy something. And that something is going to be a product. And why would anybody pay the fees to be a part of this company if they don't know what they're buying after they pay the fees?
The other thing that I think is strange is that they're disguising the business model as daily shopping. It's almost like they're justifying their pyramid scheme because everyone needs to shop in life.
And I also don't like that he insinuates that your income will grow organically and exponentially in time. You don't know that. There's no proof that you're going to make money. And in a company like this, if you are not recruiting, getting people to sign up and getting people to sign these products, you're not making money. So if you're thinking that this is going to grow by itself and exponentially, It will not do that unless you are actively recruiting and selling people the products that are offered in the daily shopping. It's not just going to do that by itself.
And it's another contradiction because at the beginning, they had a disclaimer saying that results will vary from person to person and that there's a lot of factors that will determine how much money they're going to be making. So that's a big red flag again. You have a disclaimer, but then you're saying that the income will grow organically and exponentially. And people are better off doing some sound investments than they are getting involved in this pyramid scheme to make money.
The other thing that you have to think too is they mentioned quite a few times that this is going to be like Amazon. Why would anybody leave Amazon to come shopping on here? You know, even paying for Amazon Prime is certainly a lot cheaper than the fees that you're going to see that you have to pay per month. And like Amazon has free shipping, they do 1 and 2 day free shipping if you're a Prime member. Unless this company can specifically do better than what Amazon is doing, price-wise, delivery-wise, and I mean, Amazon, maybe they don't always sell the best products, but they do sell quality products on there. Why would anybody choose to pay these fees over Amazon? And Amazon, you can even get free shipping and some of those benefits with a free account. You don't have to even pay a monthly fee to get free shipping if you spend a certain amount, which is only $35, where in this company, the minimum is $50, and that doesn't include free shipping. That's just the amount that you, as the person signing up for this company, has to spend per month minimum.
And with Amazon, for me to partake in their ecosystem, I don't have to recruit.
No, you don't have to do anything, and you have access to everything. So that is something that really needs to be considered when you're looking at a company like this, especially when they're making comparisons to a legitimate business. You might not agree with everything that Amazon does, but it is, for all intents and purposes, a legitimate business.
I would almost say that's another red flag. The moment that an MLM starts to compare itself to legitimate companies, I'm already worried.
That is a great point because by comparing themselves to legitimate companies, they are trying to make the company that they are starting more legitimate and seem more legitimate to people that are watching these videos.
And it would be much more attractive. Oh, that's like Amazon? I like Amazon. Let me get involved.
Together, the community. So this ops community will create longevity and income sustainability through a simple process. Guys, it's all going to be built on daily shopping. Okay, that's the whole idea behind this. The vision that we have, what we are going to create in the future, will all be built on this premise. So let's look a little bit of the compensation plan. Okay, it's a matrix. It's a 2x20 matrix. So when
Red flag number 2 is when I see a compensation plan called anything to do with a matrix, either a 2x20 matrix, 3x20 matrix, whatever matrix you see, that should be a red flag that this is a pyramid scheme. Using a matrix compensation plan, however they want to frame it, is a very common compensation plan used in pyramid schemes. They all use some sort of derivative. They might not call it a matrix, they might call it an earthquake or a tsunami the next time, but it's all the same thing.
you become part of the community, you're placed into a matrix, and some people are placed, so you start sponsoring. So this becomes your first level. Okay, so sponsor 2 people, and they start sponsoring other people also, and this will pay you down 20 levels deep in the downline in time. Okay, so it's all going to come from the shopping store profit payout plan. Okay, that's why I say daily shopping will become a massive part of our business in the future. We'll see that. And there's also in the structure, what we call a sponsored lineage, which is called simply a uni level. Okay, uni level is you, and you start sponsoring people. You can sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's up to you. Okay, but here's the cool thing: is that when you just sponsor one, you start to get paid into the system. Okay, when it starts growing, so when they start sponsoring, it becomes your level 2. Start sponsoring, it becomes your level 3, your level 4. So when everybody's
This is where the comp plans start to get confusing So we were talking about you only had to recruit 2 people, and now he's saying, okay, you have these 5 people. But the thing is he can't automatically just say that once you start building your level 1, that you're automatically going to start making money off the rest of those levels, because level 2, 3, and 4 is 100% reliant on your person in level 1 recruiting other people, your person in level 2 recruiting other people, and you cannot guarantee that these people are going to recruit other people and spend money on the daily shopping products.
And let's put this into perspective. In order for us to max out our matrix based on the slide that we're looking at level 20, you would have recruited 1 million people, over 1 million people. That's insane. That's unrealistic.
And a lot of times they don't want to talk about that. They put these numbers on a slideshow. But if you ask, okay, so level 20, it says that I need over 1 million people, they will find a way to say, don't worry about that. We haven't opened up the matrix yet. You're just going to have to wait and see. They'll use very vague answers or bring it back to, don't worry about that right now. It's still time for you to find people that are interested in this daily shopping, and we'll see how it works later.
And they will remind everybody, let it grow organically. It'll do it for itself.
It's going to grow exponentially over time. You just have to wait and see.
And work hard.
Sponsoring in the matrix, well, it's simply, and you are going to be paid 5 levels deep from every line that you're going to build. Okay, this will be part of the complete the payout plan. So there are three ways to join, 3 types of ways to join. Okay, remember, we are not building that side right now. Okay, that $29 a month, that will be the cost of future members. $25 in advance cashback credit. I will explain what that is. That's very important that you understand what is the value of this $25. Okay, you will see how generous the company is on that side. Participate in the residual profit of the store. So when you pay that $29 a month, you will have access to in the matrix down 10 levels deep of shoppers, which will represent, if you have a perfect matrix built 2 by 2 by 2, of over 2,000 shoppers where you'll be able to benefit from daily shopping.
Where is he getting his numbers from?
Also, income earning potential from over 2,000 shoppers. This is still unrealistic. Trying to find 2,000 people in your downline to make maximum profit is going to be extremely difficult.
Mm-hmm. And it's like you mentioned, all those people are going to have to be paying some sort of membership in order for the primary recruiter to make any type of earning off of that.
And I'm pretty sure he is going to talk about the cashback credit. That money is spent back in the daily shopping. So that's the incentive here, is that they say that you're getting cash back and you're thinking, okay, I actually am only having to pay basically $4 to be a member. No. You're still paying $29 because the cash back that you're getting has to be spent back in the store.
Right? Just imagine where that can take you. Now, and you can participate also in the company play plan, steps 6 and 7. Okay, that's 6 and 7. I do not explain tonight. This will be done in trainings. Okay,
How
VIP
convenient.
Member, it's a 129 one time a cost. Then it's $29 a month. Okay, and again, everybody receives $25 in advance cashback credit every single month. Okay, every single month you receive that.
Also
You
convenient.
participate in the residual profit of the store, the matrix, 12 levels deep now. Okay, this can represent an income potential from over 8,000 shoppers. 10 cents, 5 cents, 20 cents, $1, $2. Okay, from just imagine how many shoppers, how much can come back in shopping and daily shopping. Participate in the complete payout plan, steps 1 and 6 and 7. Okay, today we're building ambassador. So when you join today, you're a VIP, but actually you are an ambassador, and I will explain that on the next slide. So the cost is $129 a month. We say auto finance. This will be paid through your income, because when you start building, you start getting income. So the income that you will create. So we don't want you to take any more money out of your pocket. Okay. We want to simply use the revenue that you're creating in the program and auto finance your position. Okay. Every month you will be getting $25 in advance cash back credit, ACC. Okay. Participate in the residual profit. So up to 20 levels deep. Just imagine now being paid 20 levels deep in a matrix from shopping, from daily shopping, and income earning potential from over 2 million shoppers. And it also puts you into the plan steps 1 to 7. Okay. Today, this is not available right now. This will be put in the system later. Once we have everything fixed, all the payments paid out, then we're going to start to move to the membership side. Okay. Right now, when you pay that 129, that's the cost. Okay. And when you start,
So I find it interesting that the $29 a month cost is not available right now to anybody.
I was going to say the same thing, and they're forcing everyone to go with the more expensive packages. What I found really interesting is he doesn't explain this when he shows us the matrix. Essentially, your rank is going to dictate how many levels that you can get paid out of. So, unless you're paying the ambassador fees, you will never reach that 20th level because you're not allowed to. You're at the wrong rank.
But does it really, to me, like, does it even matter? Because as the member 10 levels deep, what are the chances you're even going to have 2,000 shoppers?
Which brings me to my next point, that he's saying here that it's auto financed, which that is not the definition of auto finance, I don't think. And that's assuming that everyone's making money off their downline. What if they're not making money off their downline? Then it is out of their pocket.
That's what I was thinking too, because he is saying that as an ambassador, you're going to be making so much money, it'll just take it out of the money that you make. But what if it doesn't? That money is going to come right out of your account, the 129 a month, automatically, like a subscription, as opposed to, I'm thinking the VIP member, you have to physically pay that every month. It doesn't come out automatically. So that's really the only difference between being a VIP member and an ambassador, is that I think if you decide to have this money come out automatically, you unlock the 20 levels deep as the ambassador, where if you choose not to have it auto refinanced, you're just a VIP, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense why they would do that. Like, why does that matter so much? Is there like a specific thing as an ambassador that you can't just stop the auto financing, and the VIP member you can? Because you get the same thing. You get the $25 cashback credit. The differences are the levels deep, but again, at 20 levels deep, are you really going to have 2 million people in your downline? I'm going to say no. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that nobody is going to be able to find 2 million shoppers. And if you do, I will pay the 129 auto financed fee. If you have 2 million people under you, I will be your next customer.
And then to add to the confusion of the comp plan, what is this participates in the complete payout plan, steps 6, 7, steps 1, 6, and 7, steps 1,
I
2,
was wondering
7.
that too.
It's just very manipulative because, again, it's almost like they're intentionally trying to confuse people because this is hella confusing.
person, you are an ambassador. All the cash back. So everybody participant, everybody's going to be a shopper. Everybody's going to use the system and shop through the system because everybody's going to get benefits from. So $29 monthly. Okay, remember the monthly. $9 goes for the back office, that you understand how this monthly is separated. $20 goes immediately in the shopping profit payout plan. $20 goes into that matrix immediately into the comp plan. Okay, immediately. And you get $25.
A red flag is when they say that $20 immediately goes into the shopping profits payout plan, because my head goes straight to Ponzi scheme. I'm taking your $20 and putting it in this matrix to pay somebody else, which means we're not making money. We're just robbing Peter to pay Paul.
I'm also curious to know if we're talking about real currency or if it's going to be Chuck E. Cheese money or Monopoly cash,
Mhm.
because I'm finding it very hard to believe right now that they're actually going to be making real money in return. I'm convinced that we will eventually find out that they're making Des Alpes dollars.
That would make a lot of sense.
Let's call it a prediction.
There's an advanced cashback credit. So that $20 we give you back in advanced cashback credit, and I'll explain what that is. You get back $25. So actually, the company is giving you $5 more of benefits on the cashback. Okay, I'll explain that. And the ACC replaces your shopping obligation because the $20 goes in the matrix, but the $25 in advanced cashback represents future shopping. Okay, so you can redeem your ACC whenever you want. And I'm going to explain what that means, what the ACC is for. So you purchase a $50 product, and let's say that product has $10 in cash back in the price. Okay, you currently have $25 of ACC, and you decide to apply the value of the cash back. Okay, the value is which.
I just want to point out what they're doing here is that you will earn $25 cash back, presumably every month, right? That's a monthly thing. But every product will only have a certain amount of cash back that you can apply. So even though you have $25 cash back on the $50 product, they're only allowing you to apply $10 of that. So it's very likely that you're not going to be able to use all of the money that they're giving you in cash back for the products.
Which means if you actually want to redeem that 25 ACC, you need to buy more products.
Yeah, they might even have a minimum. They haven't really said because we're not talking about the products and how much they actually cost. This is basically saying that for $50 that you spend, you can apply $10. So you're going to have to spend basically $125 on products to get your full $25 cash back worth.
What a scam.
Tricky, very tricky.
Very.
Is $10. So now you can take your ACC and apply the value of the cash back. So the $10 you can apply immediately on your product, and that will reduce the price of $10. Okay. So if you have $25 less $10, now you have $15 for your future purchases too. Remember, the advanced cashback represents the value of the cashback from your shopping. Okay, from any product that you're going to buy, and you have a certain amount of cashback, that's when you can apply your ACC. Okay, and once you do that, when you apply your ACC, there's no cashback goes back in the matrix because now you're applying the ACC because that it was already put into the program. That $20 that you paid monthly, that $20 went into the matrix. So if you apply the ACC, no money goes into the matrix because.
And this is where he's trying to make things very confusing because all they're doing is giving you a credit every month to spend on their own products. Of course, that money isn't going back into the matrix. Nobody paid for it. It's just a free credit to entice you to shop more on their website or whatever app they're going to be using for you to buy these products. That's all this is. It's a free credit to make you buy more and give you the illusion that you're getting money off of products that probably aren't even worth $50.
You apply the $10, right? So that's how it works. ACC represents future shopping in the program, and you're getting $5 more in value every month coming from the company. So again, all the cash back is splitted. It goes into the comp plan, but in two ways. 50% in the matrix, it goes in the 2x20 matrix, 20 levels deep. That means, remember I told you about the $10. Well, that $10, if you get $10 back from a product, $5 will go into the matrix, and the other 50% now goes into the sponsor lineage matching bonus. So that means when you start sponsoring, now you sponsor and you have your first direct, so you're direct to you. A person that you have personally sponsored is your direct, and you will be getting 50% of any income they are getting themselves. So if this person gets $100 income, you will be getting 50%, which represents $50 for you. Okay. On your second level now, people on your second level, and they make $100, you get 20% of that, which will represent $20 for you. And you're going from level 3, level 4, and level 5. It's 10% from each level that you'll be getting here. So that's why the cashback is separated two ways, into the matrix and into the for the builders. It goes into the
Okay, but I thought the cashback wasn't going into the matrix. Did he not just say that?
Yeah, another contradiction.
matching bonus. So members, like I say, it's $29 a month, $9 for the back office. $20 goes immediately into the comp plan, into that 2x20 matrix, and you receive $25 in advance cashback, which represents your future shopping that you can apply now on the value of the cashback when you start shopping. Participates in the residual profit of the store 10 levels deep. So when you pay that $29 a month, you can earn income 10 levels deep, which represents over 2,000 shoppers. And you also get to participate in steps 6 and 7 in the comp plan. A VIP member is $129 one time a month. $9 goes for the back office. $20 goes immediately into the comp plan, and you get $100 credit for the online course for the first month. Okay, that's the VIP member. $25.
This is the first that we're hearing that you get $100 in credit for online courses for the first month. I haven't heard anybody talk about what the courses are or what they're for. I just find it very strange to veer off from this when I thought the whole premise of this company was to be online shopping for products. And now you also have the opportunity to pay for courses.
The contradictions continue, and I cannot wait to find out what these courses are going to be about. If it has anything to do with sports betting or crypto,
You'll scream.
I'll be screaming.
I'm going to wait until I hear them say convert, and then you'll know 100% this is a scam.
$25 receive an advance cashback. You participate in the residual profit now 12 levels deep. Now you're opening 2 more levels deeper, which represents over 8,000 shoppers that you can earn from. Okay, and you participate in a payout plan, steps 1 and 6 and 7. Okay. Well, what is a VIP member? Someone that is paid is that you have not sponsored yet. Okay. So you're part of the program. You paid at $129. You have not sponsored yet, but spillover may happen. Okay, because ambassadors that are part of the program can sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and they may create spillover. Okay, so the ambassador, and you have not sponsored yet, still people can be placed under you by spillover. It may happen. Okay, it doesn't mean.
So what I'm learning from the matrix is, so because this is a 2x10 matrix, they're saying essentially that you only have to recruit 2 people. So if you recruit more, it's going to go into this spillover where other people that haven't recruited people can get people under them, which I just find highly confusing. What would be the purpose then of recruiting more than 2 people? Because if they spill over into somebody else, are you even going to be earning from the people that those people recruit? Or because they spilled over into somebody's matrix, do you kind of like lose that person as a customer that you make money off of?
Well, I know who is lost. This
Me,
girl.
who's got 2 thumbs and has no idea what's going on right here, right now. I really try hard to listen to what they're saying and understand the payment plan so that we can explain them, but they don't make sense.
And it makes it very hard to try to explain it. I don't even understand what's going on. And I'm noticing a lot with these MLM pitches, like the more recent MLMs, like Vibe, is they're obsessed with this spillover characteristic of their structure. They're obsessed with it because even Megan and Reagan Lynch were talking about how because there's spillover in their matrix that it's not a pyramid scheme. And I just find this argument really hard to wrap my head around because it doesn't make sense.
And they also entice people with the spillover because they'll say, well, you don't have to recruit anybody. Just like Dennis is saying here, you do not have to recruit anybody, and somebody may spill over into your matrix so that you can make income without doing anything.
Yeah.
That's enticing because if you're not a person that wants to recruit and you're thinking, hey, whatever, I'll pay my $25 or my, in this case, $129 fee a month and people will spill over. There's other people doing tons of recruiting and I'll make
You're just
income
gonna
that way.
profit. Yeah.
But that's not really how it works. And they might decide to kick you out of the matrix if you're not recruiting. And we've seen it before too, where if you aren't actively recruiting, the leaders of the company will actually kick you out, even if you're paying your monthly fees. So there's no guarantee that if you don't do any recruiting and even if you have spillover, that you are guaranteed a spot in the matrix if you are not actively trying to bring more people in.
It's going to happen, but if it does happen, you are still going to get paid in the comp plan. How does it work? Well, a VIP member can earn $50 in Des Alpes points from every individual person that is placed under you directly to you. So out of these two persons that's placed under you, you'll be getting $50 in Des Alpes points.
So this is
What can you
only
do with these
available
points?
for
Well, you can
VIPs,
be
which means
redeemed
you are paying the
for purchases in
$129
the
a month.
online
You
store,
can't do this
okay, or
as the
to cover your
$29
$29
person.
monthly fee.
Mm.
The ambassador that created that spillover under you, he receives $50 in cash, okay, from each person that he sponsored that was placed under you. But here's the cool thing, and that's why I say that everybody starts as an ambassador, because
So
you have a
excited.
30-day
Here's the
window
cool
to
thing.
sponsor at least one person and earn cash as an ambassador, okay? So actually now, VIP member is only when you have not sponsored someone after 30 days and you still stay a VIP member, okay? But when you come in today,
Haley, correct me if
you can
I'm
come in as an
wrong.
ambassador.
Des Alpes points. Prediction happened.
Okay. We have confirmed it. You are earning Chuck E. Cheese dollars. You're earning Chuck E. Cheese money. You're not earning real money.
And you can only earn actual cash as an ambassador unless they made a mistake and it's supposed to be points there, but there's like two things going on. So the first line says that VIP members can earn $50 in Des Alpes Chuck E. Cheese points. And the third point, the ambassador receives $50 in cash for each sponsorship. So again, you have to like reach a certain rank to access real currency.
And the difference between the VIP and the ambassador was that the ambassador recruited people, but they also were doing the auto financing. So every single month they're paying $129 a month, no matter what. Where the VIP, it's not super clear, but it sounds like that's not maybe automatically coming out of your account because you're not sponsoring people. But that's very interesting. So we are dealing with points, and I would think that the ambassador is probably not earning $50 in cash. They're probably earning Des Alpes points, which means we're probably going to come to the conclusion soon that this money to make real cash is going to need to be converted. And they don't like to tell us how we convert that money. So you're not earning actual cash. That's the main point here, which is a huge red flag. You are not earning real cash within this system. You are earning a fake currency that needs to be spent back within their shopping channel.
You become an ambassador when you sponsor one person, right? Okay, so the cost is $129 a month. Like we say, we don't want people to take money out of their pocket anymore. We want it to take so you can take it from the income you are creating. Okay, $9 for the back office, $20 goes immediately into the comp plan, and every month now you'll be getting a credit for the online courses, the monthly courses that we should be adding once everything's set up and everybody's paid back. That's when they're going to start adding the courses also. So with $25, receive an advanced cashback credit that you'll be able to use for your future shopping and participate in the residual profit of the store up to 20 levels deep and an income earning potential from over 2 million shoppers. Okay. And you participate in steps and the comp plan and the payout plan, steps 1 to 7. So how do you
here's the
how do you pay?
steps.
Well, you pay that $120 one time, and you're creating an income possibility now of $200, and the income potential of shoppers is on 12 levels deep when you pay that 120. Step two is a cost of $200. Comes from self-financing again. The income possibility now is because now you're having people placed in the matrix under.
Self-financing, is that meaning that that's coming out of your own pocket? Am I correct in saying that? I'm just wondering if step 1 is saying your $120 one-time initial payment. So then to get to step 2, are you now also paying another $200? That's what I don't understand. Like
You
from
make
your
a
pocket.
very valid point.
That's what I mean by self-financing. Self as in I pay for this myself.
Again.
Again.
So, wow.
Okay, well, let's keep watching.
It's going to be
For you,
expensive.
okay? You're sponsoring, other people are sponsoring.
Always
You have an
is.
income possibility of $600, an income potential on 14 levels of shoppers. Okay, once you pay your step two, that's 32,000 shoppers now in your downline that you'll be able a potential to earn on. Okay, step three is $330. $30 goes immediately into the comp plan. Okay, so it creates an income possibility of $1,400, and the income potential now on 16 levels of shoppers, which can represent over 131,000 shoppers. Okay.
And you're
When you pay this
completely
step
right.
four,
This
the cost
is
is 440.
on top of what
$40
you've
goes
already
immediately
paid.
to the comp plan. Income possibility now is $3,000 because now your downline is being created bigger and bigger, and you're opening your income potential on 18 level deep of shoppers, which will represent over 524,000 shoppers. Step five, the cost is $550. $50 goes into the comp plan. Income possibility now is $6,200, and the income potential is on 20 levels deep, which represents more than 2,000 shoppers in your matrix in the downline. Okay,
Okay,
this is
but
how
that
it
number
works.
says
Step
2
one,
million,
step two,
not
step
2,000.
five. Now,
Mm-hmm.
how do you start creating
Mm-hmm.
the income? Well, is when people.
Did any of that make sense to you?
No. And the more people you recruit, the more expensive it gets. And I just don't see how people would be able to get through these 5 steps. First of all, that's how much money, that's like almost $1,500 after you've gone through the steps just to maintain ambassador and move up.
And to get to that 20 levels, again, over 2 million shoppers.
Which is strange. And I don't know how he gets to that number.
No one's going to be able to recruit 2 million people. And that's where it's deceptive because they'll say that you only need to recruit 2 people. But the reality is, if you want to make the type of income that they're claiming you can make 20 levels deep, there has to be 2 million people below you, which means that everybody below you has to recruit a ton of people, a ton.
And all 2 million people need to be shopping in this fake mall.
So they need to be paying a minimum of $129 a month. All 2 million.
And it looks like depending on what step you're at, it's going to dictate what your monthly amount is going to be.
That's very interesting.
Start paying their levels. Okay, so when people on your level one, you have 2 people, they pay $200. Well, that will create your income. Okay, on people on level two who pay their level two, will create an income of a pay for you of $600. Level three, when they pay their level three, 14 people. Okay, they pay. Excuse me, the pay is $1,400. Level four, pay the level four, 30 people in your matrix, pays up to $3,000. And level five, when you got 62 people right there, when level five, when you have people on your level five paying their level five, that's when you are going to create all that income. So an income possibility monthly of $9,760 less your expenses because you're. Whoops, sorry. I'm sorry about that. I gotta come back or go forward. Sorry about that. Let me go back here. Oh, I think I missed the. Why is that going ahead? It's not going back either. Oh, here.
Do you see where it says less expenses, auto finance $1,640? So it's not even what you thought it was, it's even more. Like your
Hmm.
monthly fee is now $1,600.
Which is grossly different from the 120, which was already expensive to begin with. That's a whole bill. And step one really sucks because for every $120 that you're putting in, you're only getting $200 back. And you know you would have had to spend in the ecosystem too. So you're really not making any money to be at step one, ambassador.
No, and according to this, for his like the gross income possibility, that's 11,400. You need
Mm-hmm.
114 people altogether paying for this monthly.
Wow.
114 people.
Who all have to be paying into their memberships.
Yeah, which is that 129.99 a month minimum.
And they never explain any of this stuff. And this is the kind of information that would deter people away from this opportunity. It looks realistic because he's presentable, he's professional, he's using all the business jargon. At the end of the day, it's designed to make sure that people lose their money. And this is exactly why.
Well, you even notice in the presentation where he has the less expenses auto finance, look at how small that text is.
Yeah.
Like anything that has to do with the cost is in a very small, hard to read text compared to like this pays $200, pays 600. That's the part that they want people to focus on, not the
Mhm.
fine print writing.
Also, these are not good incomes. The only income that would probably be sustainable is level 4 and 5. And for those levels, you need, well, between 500,000 and 2 billion people to get that kind of paycheck. Like, what? Make it make sense.
Okay, so it comes a possibility. So less the expenses that you did. Okay, well, I don't know why it's not changing properly tonight. So the matrix, 2 by 20, there's no balancing in the matrix. You don't have to build, it's not a binary where you have to build a stronger leg or you're always paid on your weaker leg. It has nothing to do here in this system.
MLMs
Okay.
love that
So
argument too.
the payout comes from each line. From each people that you sponsor the program, will create a downline and you will be paid from each of those lines. Okay. And the compression will come from each direct. What does that mean? Okay. Because let's say now you have sponsored 2 people. They're on your first level. Once you sponsor the third one, it doesn't mean he's going to go on your second level. This person can be placed in the matrix, maybe on your seventh or eighth or ninth level. Okay. But when that happens, you will be paid five, five, excuse me, 5 levels deeper into the matrix. Your fourth one, maybe he'll be placed on your 15th, 16th, or 17th level, but you will still be paid 5 levels deeper. Maybe you sponsor a fifth one and he'll be placed on your 20th, 20th, 23rd, or 25th level, and will still be paid 5 levels deeper into the matrix. Okay? So how many you
I swear
sponsor,
he's throwing
more
in all these
for sure you're going to be
additional
creating
numbers
more
like,
income
oh,
into the
bounce
matrix,
5
and you're going
deep,
to be
10
paid
deep,
deeper
all
into the
this
matrix.
jargon.
So in conclusion, very simple.
In conclusion, very simple. Okay. Yeah.
The amount of numbers that he just spit out in literally 30 seconds, I swear, is to intentionally lose us all because it's very hard to follow. You're at the first level, second level. Oh, but this third person is going to be 5 levels deep, and now this next person is going to be 10 levels deep, and there's no explanation as to how that happens. I'm just, what a brain.
I think what you're trying to say is this is a total mind. And they go
Yes,
from
thank
saying
you.
all of these complicated, I mean, maybe they don't see it as complicated, but they go from saying all of these numbers and not explaining how they got these numbers or what they represent or how to earn money at all to going, okay, now we're at the end. Wasn't that simple? No, it
Literally.
wasn't simple at all. I feel like the dumbest person in the world sitting here right now going, how does this work? Which is the whole point because other people that are listening in on this are going, okay, how come I'm not understanding this? When that's what it's designed for. It's designed for you not to understand it because I actually he did a great job. I kind of feel embarrassed. that I don't get this? I don't even want to ask.
Compensation plan has Des Alpes gives back 100%. Daily shopping will create a life-changing residual
No, you
income for all
don't give
members.
back
Remember the
100%.
matrix? Shoppers that will be coming in the matrix, they'll be placed in the matrix. You'll be paid up to 20 levels deep. So daily shopping will create a lot of impact. Okay, so the
And
impact
here,
of
going
future
against
shoppers
their own
in steps 6 and
disclaimer,
7 will
will
be
create
explained
a
in training.
life-changing
Okay,
residual
not in this
income for
presentation.
all
Debit
members.
credit card coming soon, not just coming soon. It's practically there. Listen, there's a few things, a few bugs that had to be cleaned up, but it's practically there. Okay, so very soon you'll be receiving your links to download the card because it'll be a virtual card. Okay, not yet a physical card. We are going to be starting it with a virtual
Surprise,
card
surprise.
because we want people to be paid as quickly as possible. The highest cashback return to the community. We are working every time. We're going to bring some new products. We're going to bring new
Based
businesses,
on
new
what
offline businesses.
survey that you
We're
did
always
of
going to
all
create the
MLMs,
highest
first of
cashback
all,
return coming back to the community because we are going to create loyalty. Okay,
I
this is
noticed
very
that they all
powerful.
say that they have
Roadmap in
the best,
progress.
the
So the
most
roadmap
generous
is in progress with the
compensation plans known
consistency
They
to
all
that I
have the
was
best
talking
comp
to
mankind.
you
plan,
about. The
even the ones
vision
where
of
you
the
All.
lose money
company,
every month.
where we want to take this company, the next steps. Okay, very soon you will have a very clear roadmap of where we are taking the next steps. Okay, we just got a few little things to mingle up. Once that is done, boom, we're going to give you the roadmap of progress where we want to take this company in the next 12, 18, 24 months. Okay, this will be very important. And you will be part of a business like you have never seen before, and everything will be created over
Okay, but you're
daily
comparing it to
shopping.
Amazon, so
Okay.
we've seen this
So in
before.
conclusion,
Mm-hmm.
join this burning fire. Take action today for a brighter future by returning to the person who invited you to this presentation here tonight. Okay. So thank you very
In
much.
other
I have
words,
listened
build their
to me
pyramid.
on this.
So that is what a typical Zoom call looks like for Des Alpes. I have joined a few of these and they're pretty much all the same thing. They go over all the same points. They talk a lot about the matrix. They don't really give you any new information.
One thing I noticed about these meetings that we both found quite intriguing and different from some of the other MLM trainings we've been a part of, it doesn't feel brainwashy. It really is being executed in a manner that is professional, that it's really hard to pinpoint the fact that it is a scam, but they're doing a really good job making it look like a real business opportunity. Something else with this company is the name that they chose to go with, Des Alpes. Every time you try to research this company to figure out whether or not it's an opportunity you would want to invest in, it's very hard to find anything about them because Des Alpes brings you to skiing and mountains. So I find it very interesting that they went with a company name that's going to make it exceptionally hard for people to research because a million other things are going to come up. And Des Alpes, that's a common business name based on just little research that I did online. Other companies have the same name and they are legitimate businesses. So I
Mhm.
really don't like that they picked a name that was one, difficult to research, and two, the same as other companies doing actual cool things.
I also find with the Zoom calls, they actually do a very good job with connecting with people. The calls that they're doing have probably anywhere from, I would say, like 200 to 350 people. So it's a bit on the smaller side. But there is a woman who essentially opens these calls and she knows everybody's name. She says hi to everybody. She's very personal and very friendly. And she really tries to connect with people and go, "Oh, yeah, I remember you from North Carolina. Thanks for joining today." And it's like a very welcoming environment. They do a good job, like buttering people up and getting them ready to hear a bunch of non-tent.
If they want to get productivity out of their team, they figured it out. It's human connection. Make people think like you care genuinely about their lives. We showed you their training and the insanely complicated comp plan. And now we want to show you some ads and posts that we've seen since they've launched.
The purpose of showing these posts and these job ads are to show you that they are not consistent with their messaging. They are saying one thing in the meetings and then they are posting other things to lure people in, and they are not being transparent or honest. And once you start talking to the people that are running these companies and start getting involved in them, it can become very difficult to step away, especially if they manage to get that fee out of you.
The first post that we want to show you is on Facebook, and this is coming from someone who has joined the Des Alpes Opportunity, and they're now asking others to join them. Des Alpes is a Canadian company. It's duly registered in Canada. We all know that Canada has one of the strictest business regulation laws in the whole world. We, not me, but our team, are busy building a new dynamic global business where no one is left behind. We will have access to our shopping mall at ridiculously low prices, and you can introduce it to ordinary customers and earn from it. Why would you like to join our team? We share the same vision. Our top leaders will do all the heavy lifting for you with regular business and training Zoom calls, which you are invited with your prospects to attend. Our community is here to help and encourage you. We want everyone to succeed. Please contact me for more information and to learn about the compensation plan. But hurry, as we are registering now to obtain top spots. Launch will be very soon. And then here at the bottom, brand new opportunity, join our team build, open positions, yearly $45, no monthly fee, one time $120, nobody left behind. Ask me for details. There's so
There's
much
so
going
much wrong
on.
with this.
Yes. Where to even begin? Let's start at the top. Just because it's a Canadian company doesn't mean that it's not a scam. There's just as much scam happening in Canada as there is anywhere else. So I don't understand the logic behind this argument. Just because it's Canadian based does not change the fact that it is a shady pyramid scheme.
It's extremely deceptive to be saying that because this company is based in Canada, that all of a sudden means that it's legal, when we know that the aspects of this pyramid scheme is going into illegal territory. A lot of the times we will justify an MLM because they have a product, but the thing about companies like Des Alpes, especially when we're talking about this digital product, is there is essentially no product still. We don't know what it is. They're saying it's a digital product. They're saying that there's an online shopping mall, but you have not seen that. We haven't seen the mall. We haven't even seen what the app looks like. If this is something that's in development that's going to be launching soon, why are we not looking at it? I just did training this week for a new system that we're going to be using at my work. And guess what? The person presenting it already had a demo version that they walked through and showed it to us of what they're working on. That's what a legitimate business would be doing if they're rolling out a new system, not making a PowerPoint or a slideshow and making claims saying it's going to be the best, it's awesome, we have this great app, all you need to do is pay this much a month. They're not showing you anything of value or that this product, even if it's digital, is even real at all. And just to go off of that, they're saying that we will have access to our shopping mall at ridiculously low prices. Haven't seen that either. Haven't seen what the mall is or what any of the prices are within the mall. So, how are you actually able to verify that what they are saying in this ad is true? The picture that they show you doesn't even reflect what we just watched in the Zoom call. So, I have a very good feeling that these ridiculously low prices are not going to be as ridiculously low as you think they are if they even end up launching this store. And we actually just saw that in the other pyramid scheme where the leader consistently told people that their product bundles were going to be affordable. And it turns out that the cheapest bundle you can purchase was $160 a month. So just because they're saying it's going to be low and it's saying it's going to be affordable does not always reflect reality of what they have cooking behind the scenes.
And I really don't like how they're just using Canada's name to, again, manipulate people into thinking that this opportunity is a safe one. Leave Canada out of it. And the thing that really got me was the fees that they talk about at the end of the ad. We literally just went through an entire PowerPoint about a million numbers for this rank and this amount and points this. And now there's insinuating that there is no monthly fee because you're paying a yearly fee of $45. We haven't even seen that amount anywhere. So I don't know where they're getting their numbers from. And the one-time spot for $120, we know that's just step one of ambassador rank. That amount goes up and up and up every single time we move up steps. So this whole ad is extremely deceiving, well written, but very deceiving. There's actually no information in there that is factual. It's just brainwashing, really, really well done.
And it's interesting because I also noticed that we haven't seen anything that costs $45, and the one-time fee was for the ambassador rank for that first step. So we're not even including the numbers that actually match what you have to pay. We know that there's $129.99 monthly fee and that it has to be auto refinanced. So I don't know why they're saying no monthly fee, because even if you want to sign up as a customer, it was $29 a month.
You know what I think happened? This person clearly missed their training.
It does strike me as very odd that somebody would advertise for this company and not use the numbers that they're using in the meetings. Because if I was somebody who is maybe thinking about this and I thought, okay, it's only $45 a month yearly, and then I jump on one of these Zoom calls and realize very quickly that it's going to cost me over $130 a month, that would be a very big red flag for me, and would stand out as this company is not being authentic and telling the truth with how this structure works and how much money you can make.
Well, I guess if we go back to their acronym, they are not as graceful as they make themselves seem to be.
Not at all. And this is not consistent messaging because it's not consistent with the numbers in the meetings. So you should probably fix that.
And the last thing that I want to point out, the line that I really appreciated about this post, because they're saying it so confidently, but they just confirmed it's a pyramid scheme. But hurry, as we are all registering now to obtain top spots. Yes, we all want to be at the top. These are the individuals who are going to be making these insane amounts that they were claiming that everybody should be able to do.
And the last line is my absolute favorite. Launch will be very soon, because we actually never know when these companies will launch. I'm finding out the more that we get into this content that this can actually go on for years. There are scams for 6, 7, 8 years that will claim that they are launching very soon. So we could be here covering this for a while.
Oh, they're just forever in launch mode. It's always pre-launch. It might as well be called forever launch because we're just never getting out of it.
The next post we're going to talk about are job ads that Des Alpes is advertising. So the first one is an actual LinkedIn article where Des Alpes is advertising their opportunity as an actual job. And we are going to talk about why this is very dangerous. As you can see, this is a real job ad on LinkedIn, and it says a feeding frenzy is about to start. Let's talk about opportunities. Imagine being able to earn $9,751 plus dollars monthly with just 2 referrals. No gimmicks, no hassle. This isn't another MLM or overhyped scheme. For just $50, you'll secure your early spot as a founding member. Once we launch, a one-time $120 fee sets you up for success. Why is this different? Unique, high-end products, team building strategy where we place people under you to help you start earning, a fresh start with a system designed to empower leaders like you. This should just have a giant red flag plastered all over it. And as you'll notice, the first thing is we have a different number. It doesn't cost $45 anymore. Now it's $50 to secure your spot.
So not just one-time fee, but 2 one-time fees until the monthly fees start, which they're conveniently leaving out of this post.
And they're advertising this as a job. There's no guarantee that you're going to be able to earn this monthly. And it's false advertising to be saying that joining this and paying these fees is a job. I actually just find it extremely disgusting that an MLM will use a website like LinkedIn and put a post like this on there and advertise it as an actual job.
This is why I don't believe in LinkedIn anymore, because it has become a cesspool for MLMs and scams. They're not doing a very good job at filtering through the bad job advertisements. It's terrible because they're preying on a vulnerable population of people. People who go on LinkedIn are looking for a job. They're either not happy in the job that they're currently at, or they're unemployed looking for an income. So it is deceptive and disgusting to be advertising this like, yeah, you're going to have a steady income, you're going to get training, mimicking what a real job would be, when we just watched the training. This is not a job. This is a pyramid scheme. It's a scam.
The reason that I feel it's important to point out ads like this is because looking for a job is a pretty common thing, and it's not something that you would usually think goes hand in hand with a scam. If you are on a website like Indeed or LinkedIn and you're looking for a job, most people would probably assume that the ads that are on there are for real jobs, that they're really looking for people. But the thing is that there are so many scams out there now that nothing is safe. And MLM companies, whether it's a legitimate MLM that has an actual physical product or a pyramid scheme like this, will use any website that they can, whether it's LinkedIn, Monster, Indeed, to try to put that opportunity out there to recruit people. Nothing is safe. So even if you're looking for a job, it's important to understand that not everything that is put out there is real. And the red flags, if you're looking for a job, of if this is a legitimate opportunity or not, the number one thing would be, why are you asking me to pay something? Why am I paying $170 for a job? Because that's what they're asking here. For $50 plus an $120 fee, you can get started with us. I don't know of a legitimate company that I've ever worked for that's telling me that I have to pay them before my first day of work.
Also, where's the job description? There are no duties or responsibilities tied to this ad. So they're basically asking for money up front, and they're failing to tell us about what the job's actually going to entail. And that's a red flag for me, because I have no idea what you're looking for people for.
And the other thing, and this is more specific, I would say, on the Canadian side, is like most Canadian jobs come with benefits, paid vacation, paid sick time, dental. So if you're not seeing that this full time opportunity or even a part time opportunity is coming with something that is pretty much standard across the board when you get a job, it's probably not real.
Here's another funny thing that I found on YouTube when I was trying to figure out more about the Des Alpes company. And I came across this video that is from somebody who's in the opportunity, who's trying to recruit through YouTube. And they decided to profit off the fact that Amazon is going to be closing the Quebec warehouses. This video made me laugh because it's essentially a news segment where they're talking about what's happening in Quebec with Amazon. And this recruiter thought, hey, I'm going to direct all the people that would have normally used Amazon towards the Des Alpes community, and treating it as though Amazon is anything close to what Des Alpes ecosystem is. And we know that it's not. We just watched the training. It's just a glorified shopping mall with no products in it. I don't know how they're luring people to this mall to shop. But yeah, it just made me laugh seeing this as a pitch. Oh, and the cherry on top is the hashtags. Des Alpes, of course. Luxury lifestyle. Like, if I didn't see subliminal messaging, I wouldn't know what it is. That is super deceptive. I know what he's trying to do. He's painting this illusion that that lavish lifestyle will come with this company, or this company is going to bring them to the riches that they want. So
Well, and that's why this type of messaging is so dangerous, because we're talking about an opportunity that is making these huge income claims that has no proof that what they're saying they're doing is what they're actually doing. And we're openly advertising on websites that a lot of people use, like LinkedIn and YouTube, to try to get people to join in an opportunity that You have no proof actually works. And to be sitting here and saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to take the fact that Quebec is closing down 7 Amazon warehouses to promote my company because it's like Amazon, and then you're not even able to show us how it's like Amazon is extremely deceptive.
And what I don't think this recruiter understands is that just because those Quebec warehouses closed down doesn't mean Amazon closed down. Amazon is thriving globally. They're not going anywhere. They just closed a few warehouses, and it's probably because they restructured their company and didn't need as many staff. They streamlined their processes. I don't really know what's going on, but for Buddy to sit there and think to himself, oh, there's a whole market that just opened up. Well, no, not really.
And essentially, if anybody were to see this and reach out to the person that made this post and ask for more details, they actually wouldn't be able to show them anything at all. They wouldn't be able to answer any questions or show them what Des Alpes does and how it compares to Amazon. They're just expecting to be able to share this opportunity and have people join with blind faith.
Here again, another post where they are comparing Des Alpes to Amazon. I don't know if the recruits were told in training or if there was a transcript telling them to say this, but the recruiters are abusing of Amazon's name and throwing it in anywhere that they can. So here we go again. Des Alpes, a name you will hear more about very quickly. Basically a mini Amazon with good commissions coming to you every month from the entire network based on purchases. Expect income to grow quickly to $5,000 monthly based on initial cost of just $129 a month. Join me because I will help you, and I am a documented leader. I am already almost at my desired income after a few weeks, so my time will be spent helping you. That's a blatant lie because we know that they have not been able to pay for their fees right now, and nobody's been paid out for any work that they've done up to date. So it is impossible that they've received their desired income. None of that is working right now. There's not even a mall yet. There's no products.
We had just taken a break during filming to join the Des Alpes Zoom call that was scheduled for today to see if there was any updates that we could provide at the end of this video. And the entire 20-minute segment was apologizing to everybody that their payment system is not working and how they're going to fix it. So we know with 100% confidence that nobody has reached their desired income level, and they aren't going to be spending their time helping you because they haven't been paid and they haven't been able to pay.
This is the next red flag with this company is the payment system and the fact that nothing's online, nothing's working, and it's been problem after problem after problem. We've been seeing this with the other pre-launches such as Vibe, where to this day Vibe is having a payment system problem. That tells me it's a scam.
And instead of being transparent about why the payment system isn't working, because a lot of the times they'll just make up whatever they feel like making up that day of why it's not working, is usually a lot more technical than what they're letting on. It's very likely that somebody has reported this as being some type of a scheme, and that the payment system that they're using is investigating what's going on with this company and to see if what they're claiming is actually real before they allow people to use their system to pay with it.
Which tells us that what they're doing is illegal.
The last thing that we are going to watch is a couple of ads made by people from within Des Alpes to try to get more people to join the organization. So we are going to play them, and then we are going to point out all of the red flags.
Stressed out, can't make ends meet, then this is your ticket to financial freedom. Imagine investing just $129 once and making $600 every single month. Sound too good to be true? It gets even better. Help 2 friends make money and watch them help 2 more. Before you know it, you'll have a team of 62 people. Guess what? You'll be raking in $11,400 a month. Take out the fees and you're taking home $9,751 monthly. And there's more. You'll get a personal debit card to collect your cash and use it like a regular debit card. Plus an Amazon-type store with big discounts, all from a single out-of-pocket investment of $129. This isn't a dream, it's a reality you can start today. Interested? Shoot me a private message or comment below. I'll guide you every step of the way. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Turn a small investment into massive monthly earnings. Let's make it happen together.
So the first thing that I noticed is it's again with the income. Now they're actually saying it's $129, but in that ad, they're saying that you can earn, oh, I think it was over $11,000. And then once you pay your expenses, you're coming home with 9,000. So that right there tells me that the higher up that you are, you might be paying over $2,000 a month in fees to be a part of this business.
They also name dropped Amazon. Nonchalant just threw that in their pitch. Again, with the comparisons with a well-established, reputable company that we know is not the same thing.
And they're not showing you the business in this. They're not showing you anything that actually has to do with the shopping mall that they are selling. That's the whole premise of this product, is that you're able to do this online shopping. So if you are seeing an ad for an opportunity or a job or anything like this, and they're not showing what the actual product is, that is a problem. That is a huge problem. They're saying it's an Amazon-like store. Show me the store. Let me see what it looks like.
And this ad was well put together for the most part. It was captivating. There's a good DJ voice. It's just
That voice, I'm pretty sure, is the same voice that they use for nature documentaries. Do you not recognize that from like Planet Earth?
it sounds exactly like that. Kudos to them for being able to put out a half decent advertisement.
Which is why it makes Des Alpes a little bit more sophisticated than some of the other pyramid schemes that you look at. Because for the most part, if you just watched this, you would probably think, yeah, that's a pretty well produced ad. When a lot of the other schemes that we look at, when they're producing videos, it's pretty obvious that there's a lot of like spammy language, or it's like very scammy in the ad, where this is a lot harder unless you're looking for those red flags to see them.
Everyone, today I'm here to tell you about something that's revolutionizing the way families around the world live and prosper. It's called Des Alpes, and it's changing lives one family at a time. Imagine being part of a global community dedicated to blessing families from every corner of the world. That's Des Alpes for you. Our mission? To touch as many lives as possible day by day, with a model so powerful yet elegantly simple. Here's the deal. Des Alpes is all about providing an income stream that makes a real difference. One that eliminates the need for overtime and those grueling second or even third jobs. Because let's face it, the time we spend with our loved ones is priceless, and they deserve every moment of it. At Des Alpes, we believe in the power of community. We believe that by supporting each other, we can create a ripple effect, transforming lives globally. Each family we touch is a testament to our commitment. And it's not just about financial stability. It's about creating opportunities for families to thrive together. Picture this. A family that once struggled to make ends meet now has the freedom to spend quality time together. Parents attending their kids' school events, weekend outings, family dinners, all without the stress of juggling multiple jobs. That's the transformation we're talking about. Our mission is ever evolving. As we grow, so does our commitment to making a positive impact. Des Alpes is more than a business model. It's a movement. A movement that values the essence of family and the importance of shared experiences. Right now, we're in the process of refining our mission statement, one that reflects our vision for the future. It's a work in progress, but our goal remains clear: to bless every family we can touch, from one corner of the world to the other. And the results speak for themselves. We're already making a difference, one family at a time, one day at a time. The stories of transformation are heartwarming and inspiring. So if you're ready to be part of something bigger, to join a community that values family above all else, Des Alpes welcomes you with open arms. Together, we can create a world where every family has the opportunity to thrive. Thank you for listening. And remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let's take that step together. Until next time.
I cannot stand how predatory this ad is. There were so many pictures where they were trying to insinuate something, such as, oh, if you're living with a disability, this is a good opportunity for you. Oh, you want to take better care of your family? You want to go on the beach and be spending all this time together? This is an opportunity for you. Oh, you hate your 9 to 5? That kind of work balance sucks. Here's an opportunity for you. Very predatory.
It's extremely predatory, and the entire premise around this video is that it's good for you and your family, when we don't know that.
We don't know that. And we're pretty certain that only 1% of families are going to be living this luxurious lifestyle that they're promising. Everyone else are going to be losing money and potentially going into debt because of this opportunity. Again, they did a really good job producing this video. It looked legit, it looked professional. It just sucks that it has malicious intent behind the video. It looks great, but you're not going to be getting that because they failed to explain the millions of steps to get to that lifestyle.
Which actually leads into another red flag, is that companies like this are very secretive. They don't tell you to go to a certain website or provide you a link. They are always telling you to go back to the person who brought you to this opportunity. And even on their website, they say that Des Alpes is invite only. So it's up to you to find somebody, if you just come across this, that can sponsor you to get in on it, which says to me that they have a lot to hide, which is why they don't want the average person being able to find out a lot of information about what's happening. What they're representing isn't what is actually happening.
And it's also quite ironic that if we bring it back to the acronym at the beginning, they are saying that they are authentic. However, based on these ads, it's very obvious that they're withholding information and they're not very authentic.
Morty doesn't think they're authentic either.
And Morty knows everything.
Based on everything that we've seen from Des Alpes, we are very confident that this is just another pyramid scheme. There were so many red flags in everything that we saw in the Zoom calls, in the Facebook posts, in the job ads. There's way too many red flags to just ignore that this is a legitimate business. Some of the red flags that we pointed out were their use of acronyms, their extremely confusing matrix comp plan, no product, startup fees. A lot of their numbers were inconsistent with what they were putting in their ads and then what they are actually talking about within the Zoom calls. Their payment system's not working. They use predatory commercials and job ads. And I think there is a very unfair comparison to Amazon that is consistent throughout their messaging, that they're comparing what they're doing to Amazon, when I haven't seen one bit of proof that tells me this is going to compete with Amazon on any level. The reality is, if you are being shown these types of ads, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn by somebody else, and they are trying to get you to join something and there is any type of a fee attached to that, you are likely being recruited into a pyramid scheme. And Des Alpes, even though they don't look like some of the other pyramid schemes that we have looked into or what you picture a typical pyramid scheme to look like, that does not change that their structure is the same as everybody else. They're still using a matrix. They're not being honest about the income that you can make or about how much this is going to cost.
We also want to point out that we've been covering a different MLM pyramid scheme called Vibe. And even though they are using different tactics to lure people in, the pattern is the same. The red flags are the same. They're just being presented differently.
Right now, these two pyramid schemes are running separately, but some things that they have in common is they're both using a matrix compensation plan. They both have hidden fees. They're not being honest about how much this is going to cost. And both of their payment systems are down right now.
Coincidence? I
I
think
think
not.
not. If you liked this video and you want to learn more about the dark side of MLMs and pyramid schemes, make sure you subscribe to Queens of Schemes on YouTube.
Thank you.